Hello YouTubers, diecast collectors. It is Jared White, the J-Man63, and today I have another haul video for you guys. And it's going to be a little smaller than normal because I've got some stuff I need to save up for now that I'm working at my job, and I started on a weird day, so some of my paydays are going to be a little off, and I owe my mom some money for some of this haul that I did get, and so it's going to be weird. I'm going to have to make up some funds for a big 1/5 scale Jesse James penny saved I'm buying. I got to save at least $100 for that. I'm going on vacation to Carowinds. I've also got to save $100 for that. And at some point I might want to get a hobby grade RC, so then I want to get like a Helion or something, so I might have to end up saving $100 for that. So I'm gonna have to end up setting a little bit aside from each of my checks until vacation, which will only have but 4 paydays to save up $100 before then, and the penny saved I'm gonna have to save for that too. So, you know. And I also am eventually gonna end up getting the new M2 machines, the 100 years of Hemi Dodge Challenger and the Hemi Cuda. I did find 2 at the Walmart, and I'm going to buy them. I just I don't have $40 yet. I did end up spending it on some M2 machines already, which those 2 in the background right there. I'll get to those in a minute. But yeah. So the first car, I got some stuff for Easter. I don't know what kind of Easter you guys had, but I had a pretty okay one. I got a little egg with like 4 cars in it. The first one is the Real Riders. It's a limited edition Dodge Challenger FC. And speaking of Challengers, I don't know if anyone has seen the movie, the Ben 10 movie, but it was a live action one they did. I don't know what their names were, but there was the first one and they did a second one. But it was it was live action. There was actually a really, in the second one that they did, the sequel to it, it was a TV movie. They had a really cool looking Dodge Challenger in it, and you know, for what it was, the movie was pretty good. It was like a kids film, but you know, it was a pretty good movie. And I remember when I was a kid, I grew up with Ben 10, and that was a cool show back then. I thought it was neat being able to change into like 10 different things. It was kind of cool. So anyway, on to the car. See, it's a small haul, so I'm just kind of rambling, but very nice front end. No headlight tampos, which kind of surprises me. It says Dodge on here. It says Challenger on the side. There are flames. It says Hemi up front, and I believe it says Bell on the back. But yeah, very nice car. This is one of the Easter gifts. This is the start. I got 4 cars for Easter. That's the first one right there. And then also the Poison Arrow. Although I don't really collect many of these, the fantasy ones. This one is pretty cool. But my friend Don gave me some stuff. And it was a little egg with all these little Easter cars in it. So this is pretty cool right here too. Pretty neat Poison Arrow. And also the Camaro. And those were the 3 Hot Wheels that also came in, so this one's pretty cool. Great, there's a guy using the weed eater outside. Oh, perfect. Anyway, very nice car, yeah. You can hear him. Definitely, I can hear him at least. I don't know if you can, but there's someone using a weed whacker outside. It's really annoying. But anyway, yeah, very nice silver Camaro. Taillight tampos. And I don't know if there's headlight tampos on here, but this is the new model. So this is when the Camaro first hit Hot Wheels. So I guess the Camaro's been around for a while. This is the concept edition too. Neat. So yeah. So anyway, also the egg came with this too, the California Customs. Really nice little 34 Ford. It's like a hot rod. On the back there's like some pinstriping detail here. On the back you got pinstriping. Nice little two-tone interior. So yeah, very nice. I mean, this is just when the 100% kind of stuff was, you know, just about to kind of die out. Kind of wish it really makes me mad, you know, when I look at the older diecast, you know, and I see, it's just amazing they did that stuff back in the day, and it just sucks that they can't do it now, you know. So I kind of get mad, you know, when I see them making stuff like this back in the day, and, you know, now they just don't make, you know, diecast like they did back then. You can't really, you know, a little story to tell you guys, you know, you really can't find 1/18 scale stuff anymore, you know, you really can't. It's really hard to. So yeah, you can't even really find the 1/18 scale stuff at all now. It's just, it's impossible to. Ertl doesn't make the stuff. You can't buy it in toy stores. I mean, I don't have any 1/18 scale for this haul, but I'm sure most of the collectors know what I'm talking about. You just can't find as many brands now. There's not as many people getting into that stuff. So it's very hard to come by that stuff. Shelby Collectibles, you know, they're the only ones that make the 1/18 scale anymore. So you really can't find it now. It's kind of hard to. But yeah, really cool California Custom 34 Ford. So yeah, very neat. So I did go to my local Walmart and I found a few little goodies here and there. I managed to find the old school custom 77 Dodge van. See, I don't know exactly if this was how the car looked completely in the film. But, yeah, pretty neat little van. Oh, great. Here comes the lawnmower, too. You'll have to excuse me. I'm getting some yard workers are out here right now, really, making a bunch of noise. I swear they cannot invent electric lawn equipment fast enough. Enough with the gasoline. They need to have electric lawnmowers now. So, I'm just tired of... Ugh, I hate those yard workers. Sorry, but I do. So anyway, old school van. Yeah, Hot Wheels. Very cool. Tampos on the rear. You can see there's taillights, headlights, which you should expect that on a car that costs like $5 at least. Very nice wheels. Again, I'm not so sure, you know, how much this matches the van, but it's still pretty neat. Also, speaking of retros, dun 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 dun. Yeah, I've never seen the film, but I do know the theme music. Also, yeah, speaking of GMC motorhomes, yeah, on a related note, this was also the same vehicle that was in that Ben 10 film, that Rust Bucket that they all rode around in. It was pretty cool. These are pretty neat, you know. I don't know how many of these are still out on the roads now, you know, that are around, that are still mint or whatever, but these are pretty cool. But not exactly the same as in the picture, you know. There's no missile rack on the roof or anything, but still, you know, it's pretty cool. Pretty neat little piece of retro entertainment. I really don't find these as much now, which really stinks. Walmarts weren't like stocking them for the longest time, and I could never get any retros because Walmart was being so slack on their stock. But now they're finally, yeah, there goes that weed eater again. Yeah, ugh, jeez, it's like nails on a chalkboard. Yeah, really not a great time to do this video, but I'm trying to get it done today. But yeah, very nice. I don't know, they didn't really tampo the grill, which is kind of disappointing. They usually do, but of course there are tampos in the rear and everything. And then there's like this fold-up shade and everything on here. All kinds of stuff. So pretty neat. Also, I'll show this one now. While we're on expensive diecast, I did find one of these, and really sucks that I only found one. You know, I wish I'd found more. I'm still on the hunt for the Squire and the Kingswood Estate. Let me see what they got back here. Oh man, I'll definitely be picking up the Galaxy. I don't know so much. I'll definitely be picking up the 2 muscle wagons. The Firebird, not so much, but I'll definitely be picking up the Challenger Rally. So I'll be picking up, you know, so I'll be probably have at least 5 out of all 6 of these. I don't know what's in the premium lineup for this. I've heard Christine's going to be in that, and they might have a new Mustang and a new Corvette, which I don't know if I'll be paying attention much to the Vet or the Mustang, because I have a lot of Mustangs already. But you know, I'm definitely Christine. I'll be on the hunt for it. I don't know if I'll be able to find it, but if I do, I will be really happy about that. So yes, Mercury Comet Cyclone. Oh yeah, very nice. Got all the tampos and everything. Nice front end. You know, it's all detailed in there pretty well. Nice front bumper. They even have a license plate on here, which I love that. Very nice rear plate. All done in there. Definitely cool. And here comes that lawnmower again. Jeez. Anyway. So yeah, just a really nice car. They did do the hood vents too, which is really good. But yeah, you really can't ask for much more, you know, if you want Johnny Lightning stuff. I know my Walmart's Johnny Lightnings have been sitting around the pegs forever, so it's good we finally got this in. I mean, I live on the East Coast, kind of Virginia area, so our Walmarts are always the last to get stuff in, so we always get stuff in like 3 months later or whatever, so that's what I've kind of found out. Really stinks that I have to wait so long, but hey. So yeah, very nice car, Auto World, vintage muscle. You know, if you need something like Johnny Lightning, start picking these up. Highly recommend them if you haven't already. But I'm sure a lot of people have. You know, if you haven't, you're living under a rock. You got to check these out anyway. So there we are. Alright, so some main lines. I just got new ones, new main lines. I'll start off with a actual car. This is the Mastrita MXR. I know there was an episode of Top Gear where they went down to Mexico to test drive this thing. I didn't see the second part of that, but I like this a lot. Nice headlight tampos. They did the headlights on this one. They actually did them, which is cool. And they also got the logo there. And we also have taillights too. Can't really see them too well in the camera, but you can see that right there. They did taillights on them. Very nice base. It's plastic. I wish it was metal, but yeah, well. Yeah, but pretty cool car. Windows are kind of a smoky color. You can't really see the interior too well, but a nice color nonetheless. It kind of rivals Matchbox in a way, you know. Even though Hot Wheels haven't always been the greatest cars now, I kind of prefer Matchboxes, but still, you know, I don't have any right now. I wish I could find that like Pierce Dash fire engine that they do. There's a few Matchbox stuff that I would like to get. But anyway, really nice car. Alright, so now we have the Shark Cruiser. And the reason I bought this is I don't know if anyone remembers the movie. I think it was Honey, We Shrunk Ourselves. It was the movie where they drove this thing down to the I think they were driving it, or they were riding in it down a Hot Wheels track, and yeah, there goes that lawnmower again. Perfect timing there. Anyway, so they were driving this thing, you know, down to the basement or whatever, and they were trying to get to some point in the house. But this kind of reminds me of it a little bit. I don't know if it's exactly like it, but I like red, and you know, I don't normally buy fantasy castings, but Shark Cruiser is kind of a classic, and sharks are kind of neat, so I decided, hey, you know, not too bad of a casting, pretty neat. And I guess, you know, if you wanted to, this might, you know, this could actually be a real car, probably, maybe. If someone wanted to design it, it might be an actual car. It's not too out of the imagination, so pretty neat. So, okay, on to the other bit of my haul. And I really would like to hurry this up. I don't want it to run much over 15 minutes. It will probably do that. I finally got some Mustangs. Oh man, tell you what. I don't know about M2 Machines doing the Mustang over and over again. I think it's kind of getting played out, but I do like the Twister. This is a cool one. Also, guys, you know, if you're buying M2 Machines, you want to be careful. I hid 2 of these at Walmart, and I hid them, you know, just in case one had some imperfection, and which one did. One had some paint blisters on one of the fenders of the car, and I just decided I'm not going to buy that one. This one was in way better shape. None of the chrome on the mags were scratched or anything, and it was all pretty well. So this car was good. Like I said, if you're buying M2 Machines, you know, you want to be careful what you're getting, because sometimes I know that when we got the new Mopar 100 or 50 or something years of Hemi, when that set arrived, or the 124 scale CUDA and the Challenger, one of the Challengers, the mirror was missing, and there was a bunch of parts floating around in the box. And one of the CUDAs was the same way. One of the mirrors was missing on the CUDA. Definitely wasn't going to end up buying that. I did end up hiding 2 more, so I'll probably end up spending $40 more on some more M2 Machines. So definitely going to be buying a few more 124 scale this year. Definitely kind of pegging me as far as that's concerned. So I love M2. What can I say? They're the best quality you can get. You know, Jada, they're way low on my radar for anything. I mean, Jada just doesn't do it for me. M2 Machines is definitely a great manufacturer to go with, but you just got to watch out what you're getting. Other than that, you know, it should be fun if you're careful. You know, you watch for like things like paint blisters and all that, and just make sure you're getting a good car. You may have to go to maybe like one more Walmart to find something decent, but other than that, you know, you should be fine. So yeah, let me quit rambling on here. Very nice car. I love the stripes on this. The grabber orange, of course. That's just a nice color. Twister. I love real American Detroit steel. Just a very awesome car. I don't know if you know this, but people back in Detroit were so serious about, you know, having muscle cars that, you know, if you drove anything foreign in Detroit, people pretty much looked down on you. You were kind of like, you know, a Crip and blood territory, kind of. That's the way it was with people in their American muscle steel. And they would actually launch bowling balls off bridges at your car if you drove a foreign car and you didn't drive American muscle in Detroit. And that's how serious they were about that. So, onto the car. Again, very nice. I love the separate door handles. They put the separate marker lights in there. There's an actual engine block. There's no plate, unlike Jada. You know, very nicely done. All the right stuff, and it's even got the little hole in the hood for the shaker scoop, which I love that they did that too. So yeah, oh man, and the interior is pretty nice too. Nice steering wheel. Love the louvers on here. That's just the best styling cue of the Mach 1 is the louvers. So yeah, very cool. Very cool. I'll be reviewing these eventually. I don't know about now, but I will probably review these in maybe some point. So, next Mustang. I don't want to bump the camera here. I'm trying to reach and all that. I don't know how long this one's been around because I don't know when the last release of Shelby was. But this is the Hertz Rent Racer. It's the 66 GT350H. Out of all the Mustangs you can get, I think Shelby is a little nicer. I don't know why, but it seems like, and there goes a leaf blower. Really? God, I'm getting so tired of this yard work. Anyway, so yes, gold stripes, of course. You know, it's a Hertz edition. Oh my God, come on already. Really? I'm trying to make a video, sir. Yeah. Your yard working is not appreciated right now, buddy. So yeah, anyway. So yeah, very nice gold stripes. Seriously, I'm about to go say something. No, I'm just joking, but really. So anyway, yeah, gold stripes, black paint finish. Just a good looking car. None of those dumb gangster rims, just looks really good. And you know, it can't beat a set of nice classic mags on an old muscle car. Definitely looks good. And they do have an engine in there, and it actually has some wiring on it and a little bit of plumbing. So the engine's actually pretty nice. And if you look back here, well, you can't see it too well, but there is on this model, if you go to like diecast models wholesale, there's an actual spare tire in the trunk of this car, which I do like that because they don't normally put anything in the trunk. It's usually just like a blank piece. And usually, you know, a lot of muscle cars had like the picnic cloth in the back, and the only ones that do that is like Greenlight. So I like when M2 puts something in the trunk and, you know, makes it look interesting. And that's usually the case with these Shelbys. You usually find stuff in the trunk of these. So yeah, you got seats, a nice steering wheel, and there's actually a little tachometer right there. And yeah, now I can really hear this guy blowing leaves all over the place, doing what he's doing. It's just a cacophony of obnoxious gasoline engines out there. I'm going to say I don't mind it at car shows, but when I'm in my neighborhood, it's like, ah, really? And yeah, now you can... This is just not a good time to be making a video at all, but I'm doing it. It'll probably get uploaded anyway. So yeah, very nice car. I'm glad he's finally done. Jeez. So yeah, nice door handles. Very well done. The hinges on this one are actually pretty good. I've had this open and I've looked at it. My one issue is they did have some paint blisters kind of on the stripe, and some of the gold kind of got onto the paint right there. You can kind of see the little flecks of gold there. But other than that, this was actually a pretty good model for them, and I'm glad I always made sure, you know, I also looked at these and made sure I got the best one out of both of these that were there. So yeah, that will be my haul, and that will wrap it up for me right now. So like I said, let me know what you guys did for Easter, you know. Let me know if you guys had a good one, you know, if you had any hauls, you know, post them and I'll check them out. Anyway, like I said, yeah, and it's running 25 minutes. I'm sorry about that, but due to all this yard work going on, I kind of had to center everything around when they weren't making so much noise. So anyway, so for the best, for all the diecast reviews, and if you can't get enough of diecast, check my YouTube channel out. I am the J-Man63. You know, message me, comment, subscribe, check out my other videos if you can. You know, I want to know what everyone's doing when it comes to diecast, and just, you know, I try to get these things out when I can, you know, when I can find diecast here and there. You know, I always do kind of seem to get stuff last on the East Coast here, so anyway, so on that note, I will see you guys later. Happy collecting, and goodbye.